Hey guys, join us on our adventure to Makoko.
My adventure to Makoko was never planned. In fact, I never saw it coming. We had just concluded a program of which I was part of the students' committee. After the celebration, jubilation, and certification, I was told committees are to meet at the school guest house. I went there with a lecturer, myself, and two other volunteers from the students' committee. We got there and the plan to visit Makoko was unraveled. Well, the facilitators for this year's Proibo were not blacks. They are lecturers from UK and apparently they made research that had called their attention to quite a number of places in Nigeria, especially Lagos, of which one of it is Makoko. Makoko is a familiar name, but I had no idea what in the world it is or why it is a place to go to see. I mean, the way they were talking about it got me curious, and since I could come along, then why not go? So guys, let's have this quick adventure because I mean, it was pretty brief. Living at Makoko wasn't so difficult, but what welcomed us was the outrageous smell and dirty water. I mean, why on earth would a water be this dirty, so black, and to think that it has a boat in it? And who are those transporting here? Well, unknown to me, the other things I'm here to see, I was so concerned and all worked up, trying to just wrap my head around why humans are inhabiting such a territory. We arrived in Makoko and went straight to the Bale's house, who welcomed us warmly and had so much to say, especially regarding the things they would love to do for the betterment of their community. So good a thing we met one of Prof's former students, an alumni of University of Lagos. So he served as an interpreter, or should I say an intermediary, because the Bales and his chiefs couldn't comprehend as much English as we were saying. So there was a need for someone who would speak their own language. The thing that their language is not even exactly Yoruba, it's not, well, we later found out that they are a sub from Ondo State. So there's a mix of Ondo and, what did they call it again? Something like that in their language. The alumni we saw was really helpful. It helped in conveying information that we only came for sightseeing as we all are students. Contrary to the idea the Bales and his chief had, they thought we were tourists who probably came from United States to tour around and they were interested in the part we would love to play in making their community better. Excitement was written all over the people as they were all welcoming us from different sides, especially the kids. They couldn't resist the joy of seeing these white men. In fact, some of them had to gather up to start singing and dancing, while most of them were trying to get handshake and even hug the whites. It was so great seeing these people. At some point, I felt pretty emotional because, well, I wish there was something I can do, but what can I really do? Finance is a whole lot. Oh. We got to find that literally every part here was sand filled. Most were filled with waste products, not filled with, plastic, dirt, literally garbage. That was what they used in filling up these places. And as you can see, or as you'll be seeing in most of the places, you would find dirt of different sorts. So for them to inhabit a particular place, build in a particular place, they have to fill it up. And since sand was on the high side and even getting it is not so easy, they had to fill it up with garbage. Another interesting thing we got to know was they had buildings that were literally staying on the water. Buildings that were floating on water. Particularly there is this school they mentioned, but because of the rain, the weather, and also it was already getting late, we couldn't really go as far as we wanted to. How do buildings, a whole building floats on water? I'm still wondering how they came up with the construction. We got to know how hardworking they are and also the prevailing business they do here. We got to know that most of them are into fish business, or should I say aquatic business. They trade fishes, crabs, prawn and the likes of it. These are lovely people. I wish I could actually go further, but time is a factor to be considered. And here we are. already heading home. Deep down inside of me, I wish there was something I can do. I wish I had that financial capacity to at least, maybe not do so much, but at least construct a vocational center where these people can learn something different. I mean, how do 90% of people in a particular place, or should I say 95, are fixated on just this fish? Most of them are not educated, and to see that quite a number of young ladies, they already have kids and all, it's a bit discouraging, but there's nothing they can do. One of the many things I learned here is, do not judge people when you see them. When these people come to our famous market or our popular markets to trade, some of them commonize them. We look at them as if they were not even created by humans, whereas we are not better than them in any way. We are just graced to be in a different position. It could have been you, it could have been I. Well, whichever way you are capacitated in helping people, not just those inhabiting the territory of Makoko, but at least anyone and everyone, please do. I have no idea what they are bottling in. Well, it was a good time to learn, have this experience, meet people, have a different perspective about life, and see how people are surviving from a different angle, totally different from what I used to know. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in my next video. I am Oluwatamilore Abigail. Bye.